Hello and welcome to Krishi Jagran business platform that keeps you updated with all the agri news of the nation. This is Yash Saxena. Let's take a quick look at the top headlines of the day. Union Minister Narendra Singh Tomar unveiled seed traceability portal and mobile app. India overtakes China as most populous nation with 1.4286 billion people. Tim Cook unveils his second official Apple retail store in India. TAFE's Group President Kesavan highlights the role of technology in revolutionizing agriculture at Chaupal. Spice inflation bites citizens, cumin prices skyrocket to 600 rupees per kg. Haryana CM predicts 10 to 15% crop loss as heavy rain wreaks havoc. Punjab farmers forced to dump capsicum as prices plummet to 1 rupee per kg. Onion farmers face financial setback as prices drop sharply. Israel seeks to broaden free trade agreement with India. Now the news in detail. Narendra Singh Tomar, Union Agriculture and Farmers Welfare Minister, yesterday launched SATHI, Seed Traceability, Authentication and Holistic Inventory Portal and Mobile App, a centralized online system for seed traceability, authentication and inventory designed to address the challenges of seed production, quality, seed identification and seed certification. The NIC created it in partnership with the Union Ministry of Agriculture and Farmers Welfare under the topic Uttam Beej Samriddh Kisan. Tomar stated on this occasion that the Government of India is continually working to solve the problems and difficulties faced by the agriculture sector through various plans and projects. India has become the world's most populous country. UN forecasts indicate that the country's population will continue to expand for the next 3 decades before beginning to decline. According to the most recent United Nations figures, India has surpassed China to become the world's most populous country with 142.86 crore inhabitants. India lacks recent official data on its population because it has not performed a census since 2011. The once-in-a-decade census in India was scheduled for 2021, but it was postponed due to the coronavirus outbreak. According to UN estimates, about 1/4 of India's population is under the age of 14.68% of the population is between the ages of 15 and 64, with 7% over the age of 65. Delhi now has its own official Apple store. Apple CEO Tim Cook launched the Applestore store today morning at about 10 a.m. This is India's second Apple store following the opening of Apple BKC in Mumbai's Geo World Drive. The Delhi store is on the first level of the Select City Walk Mall in Saket. Hundreds of people began queuing outside the store early in the morning to catch a look of the store as well as the Apple CEO Tim Cook. The official Apple Store aims to improve customers' purchasing experiences while also increasing the company's presence in the offline retail market. The Delhi store, on the other hand, is far smaller than the Mumbai location. It will continue to exhibit all Apple products and experiences as well as provide the same services as the Apple BKC. The Apple Saket store employs 70 people from 18 different Indian states and they can communicate in around 15 languages. Half of the workers are female at the store. Chaupal, a platform well recognized for bringing interactions with some of the leading think tanks of the agriculture sector from across the globe, invited an industry veteran. This time, Kesavan, Group President at TAFE, interacted with a young team of Krishi Jagran. He gave his valuable insights for the advancement of agriculture sector. Take a look.
One of the biggest changes what has happened to India in the last, maybe in the last 8-10 years is that we are willing to bury our past and forge ahead as a powerful country abroad. I think this is exactly what we need to happen to agriculture also. COVID, we discussed about it, actually made a big change saying that farmers are no small, farmers are big. And you remember everything connected with agriculture and rural did well during COVID. Absolutely well during. I think we are one of the highest growth rates on agricultural produce, one of the highest growth rates in industry say. Now the question is, that is what I think made people to sit back and say, there is something like that happening here. I mean, believe me, a lot of people don't understand. Because agriculture, they term it as all are poor farmers. I'm not denying farmers are poor, but you are forgetting poor doesn't mean incapable.
He also talked about the unique amalgamation of young minds and experienced leaders at KJ and praised our efforts in the field of agriculture to uplift nation's farmer. Because of the climate issue, cumin, a commonly used ingredient, has become the most expensive food ingredient in the Indian kitchen, costing 560 to 600 rupees per kg. Cumin prices soared to above 40,000 quintals in Gujarat's Una, the spice trade's nerve center, last week. According to experts, changing weather patterns in Rajasthan, India's top spice grower, have upset the demand-supply balance, and a large cumin shortfall has driven demand skyrocketing. The silver lining is that growers are receiving a fair portion of the market price as a result of change in how the spice market operates. Haryana's rabi crop appears to have harmed by unseasonal rains in March, according to the state's Chief Minister Manohar Lal Khattar, though he underlined that the level of loss was significantly smaller than earlier predicted. Khattar told a press conference that authorities have inspected 1.5 million of 1.7 million acres of arable land that had been damaged. Farmers who have crop losses would be reimbursed in May, he said. Following the unseasonal rain earlier this month, the central government also reduced the quality standards for wheat eligible for procurement from Punjab and Haryana, according to two notifications issued by the Union Food Ministry. Farmers in Punjab's Mansa region threw capsicum on the highways on Wednesday after being offered 1 rupee per kg for their harvest, according to reports. Following Punjab Chief Minister Bhagwant Man's appeal, many new farmers grew capsicum on portion of their lands. However, we are shocked at the rates being offered to us, said Gora Singh, a farmer who grows capsicum on 5 acres of land in Mansa's Bhainibaga village, alluding to Man's appeal to farmers to diversify their crops. Onion farmers got massive financial hit in Maharashtra as the price of onion got declined by 3 to 4 rupees per kg. The Maharashtra government has announced a compensation of 350 rupees per quintal to affected farmers. Large amount of onions are grown in Rajasthan, Gujarat and Maharashtra. These states have also generated a significant amount of onion this year. The availability of onions in the market have increased as a result of the increase in output. Due to the rise in income, the price has decreased. Hailstorms and unusual rain have both happened simultaneously in different locations of the country. India has a lot to give to the world. Israel will propose expanding the free trade agreement, said Israeli Economy and Industry Minister Nir Barkat during a visit to India on Monday. Barkat was speaking at Confederation of Indian Industries India-Israel Business Forum in Delhi. He is bringing a delegation of Israeli businessmen to India for a series of talks with business and government figures. Barkat stated that the Israel-India FTA will be discussed with Indian ministers later on Monday. So this was all about the news. For more updates on Agri News, stay tuned with Krishi Jagran Business. This is Yash Saxena signing off.